Biden signs the temporary funding bill to prevent the government shutdown, which was basically predicted anyways, but let's get into the story. So Congress prevented the government shutdown before a midnight Thursday deadline, and President Joe Biden signed a bill that funds the government through December 3rd. And passing a funding plan will resolve one crisis while lawmakers try to deal with another, a looming threat of default unless Congress raises or suspends the debt ceiling. So in a statement after he signed the measure, Biden said it meets critical and urgent needs of the nation, and he added, "There's so much more to do." So the Senate and House approved the funding legislation earlier Thursday, and the Senate passed it in a 65 to 35 vote, as well as 50 Democrats backed it, and 15 Republicans joined them. So the House passed the bill by 254 to 175 margin, and every Democratic representative and 34 Republicans supported it. The so-called continuing resolution will set spending at current levels into December, while lawmakers hash out a full-year funding plan. The legislation includes money for hurricane relief and the resettlement of Afghan refugees. This is a good outcome, one I'm happy we're getting done, Schumer said before the Senate vote. A government shutdown could have led to furloughs of federal workers and the suspension of certain services, and a funding lapse could have posed particular challenges during U.S. efforts to fight the coronavirus pandemic, though the Biden administration has said a shutdown would have little effect on public health functions. And Congress was set to snuff out one possible crisis Thursday, but has another looming, and lawmakers still need to raise or suspend the debt ceiling before October 18th to prevent a possible default on U.S. debt that would result in job losses, economic damage, and a drop in the stock market. So Democrats who control both chambers of Congress tried to fund the government and suspend the debt ceiling as part of the same bill, and Senate Republicans blocked the legislation even though extending the ceiling doesn't authorize new spending, but you know they're going to be spending more money. So approval would lead the Treasury to cover its existing obligations. And Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, RKY, repeatedly said his party would vote for a funding bill without a suspension of the debt ceiling. Feel free to give your thoughts. And if you want to learn how to get out of debt, go to 40inbox.com.